Hello and welcome to IL-2 1946. I have a little bit of time before I have to go. And wait, not that. Small alteration, right? 1500. So I'm going to show, and I hope this time it's actually picking up the correct microphone, a little bit of work that I've done on the Su-15's radar display. And as you can see, it's actually displaying proper radar clutter. So this is what it's actually meant to look like. I still have to fix the timing of it a little bit. It's having tiny issues. It's like it's stuttering or something. So target is going to be a pair of F-16s loaded with bombs. The fake Sirena thing might shut up. Yeah, thank you. So I'll bring it around the right side. So you can see the laser dot showing that it's on the left, but even though it's meant to be to the right. There we go. Now it's switched to the correct side. We'll put it in the center. Slightly above me. Trim it. Bring it to 25km mode. And you can see the actual radar return in between the clutter. So I'll bring the bracket over it. There it is. I've managed to lock him. So I have the R98MR selected. I have the tone. I have PR. So I'm going to launch it some 5km away. And it should hit. Yeah, it did. Okay. I'll disengage to the left. The AI in IL-2 is not the brightest. Especially if you load them with bombs, they will work as bombers, essentially, or fighter bombers, and they will not try and engage you unless you force them to drop the bombs, in which case the fighter part of the AI takes over. With the F-16, however, something's scuffed, so even if they drop bombs, they're not aggressive enough. So let's repeat the attack. You can already see the return on the radar. It's roughly there around 6 kilometers. Thereabouts. There we go. Switch to the heat seeker. Launch it. And I've got a hit. There we go. As you can see also, this is one thing that I'd like to point out. The radar clutter is altitude dependent. So if I start climbing, you will see it fade slowly. Also, it changes where it displays. So you can see that it displays it like stripes, which that's based on a. It's very simplified. I'm not actually simulating main lobes and side lobes reflecting off of the ground. It's extremely simplified. But as you can see, as I'm getting lower, the stripes get compressed together. And as you can see, it's like jumping around depending on what's the clearance between me and the ground. And it's essentially just multiplications of my above the ground altitude. So it looks sort of right. It's not 100% simulated because that would be extremely CPU intensive. But this does look correct. It also simulates some of the, or like it simulates the noise level. So if you're close to the ground, essentially what's happening is your radar is jamming itself. So the sensitivity, or like the actual sensitivity of the radar is reduced. So if you're trying to log something from the ground clutter, even though you can see the return on the screen, doesn't mean that the radar is actually going to successfully pick it up and lock it. Right, so that's about it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.